Contractors who maintain heavy equipment fleets know all about the importance of purchasing both new and used equipment. Of course, buying used equipment can be both risky and time-consuming, which is why we put together a list of tips to help you from getting ripped off. You would be surprised how few contractors conduct even the most minimal research, if any at all, before purchasing a piece of used equipment. Be sure to compare different manufacturers and models. Which has better resale value? Does one require more maintenance than the other? Where will you purchase replacement parts, and how expensive will they be? All too often, we see contractors purchase a lesser-known, less expensive piece of equipment only to learn that the parts cost an arm and a leg and won't arrive for weeks, leaving your dozer dead in the dirt and your project at a standstill. There are exceptions, of course. Just make sure your mechanic knows what you're getting into, having a plan in case it hits the fan. And what about the seller? Have they done business with anyone you know? Have you read any testimonials? Do they have positive reviews? Or are they a scoundrel scheming to make you their next victim? Don't assume anything. On a final note about research, scan a variety of brokerage and auction websites. Not only will you find comparable models and prices, but many of them are happy to provide suggestions or answer any questions you may have. By now, you've done your research and of course confirmed that the equipment is not stolen, right? If you forgot this little detail, you can always run the serial number or PIN with online databases such as National Equipment Register, NER.net. While you're at it, you should definitely look at the title to ensure the equipment is paid in full and there is no lien against it. Now you've done the proper research and ensured the title is clean. You want to go inspect it, right? Not just yet. Have you considered transportation costs? Weight, size, and transport distance can be expensive factors, so be sure to obtain as many quotes as you can. Once you've collected the precise unit specifications, there are plenty of transportation companies that can be easily found through Google. Before you reveal your bid to the seller, we recommend asking these questions. What is your reason for selling the equipment? Where was the equipment originally purchased? Is the seller willing to put you in touch with the original owner? How long have you owned it? Were there any previous owners? Is the warranty still active? Have you sold equipment under a different company name in the past? When was the equipment last serviced and used? Do you have the service records and the maintenance logs? How has the equipment been stored? Is there any sort of return policy? Needless to say, inspection is the most crucial step in purchasing used equipment. If the seller will not permit you to test or inspect the equipment, we recommend you walk. This is a red flag which should not be taken lightly. Ideally, you should arrange ample time for inspection, bringing an experienced mechanic with you to perform a detailed investigation. There are dozens of factors to consider during the inspection process. We've chosen to elaborate on what we feel are the most important. Have any inspection tips to add? Be sure to post them in the comment section below. How does the engine start? What color is the exhaust? Black smoke often indicates an imbalance of air-to-fuel ratio. Common causes are faulty injectors, bad air filters, or overfueling. White smoke usually indicates unburned fuel in the exhaust. Common causes range from low engine compression to faulty injectors or poor injection timing. Blue smoke is a clear indication that motor oil has entered the combustion chambers. Common causes are a faulty injector pump or bad valve stem seal. How does the engine run? While running the machine, listen for any unusual sounds or vibrations. Noises can mean a lot of things, but a common cause is a worn motor or pump. Also, take this time to note if there are any error indicators displayed on the front panel. Are there any leaking fluids? Even the smallest leaks lead to the largest problems. Common causes of leaks range from a bad head gasket, a faulty cooling system, malfunctioning hydraulics, ruptured hoses, or a broken pump. Checking underneath the equipment as well as the cylinders is crucial. What is the condition of the cab? A dirty or poor maintained cab is a clear sign of negligence. Are both the air conditioning and the heating working? Is the bench comfortable? Do any of the pedals or controls stick or jam? Are the gauges and displays functioning properly? Do you notice any unusual welds, plates, or cracks? A weld is a sign of possible damage that has been repaired and is worth mentioning to the owner. Cracks, dents, and other wear and tear are obvious signs of damage and should be investigated as well. What is the condition of the attachments? Are the attachments the correct length and size for the specific model? Keep an eye out for loose or missing pins that may cause the attachments to operate incorrectly. And last but certainly not least, what are the condition of the tires? Whether it's a car, motorcycle, or heavy machinery, tires tend to be the most overlooked component. Tires are the last stand between you and the asphalt, or slippery rocky slope with a 60-foot drop. How is the tire pressure? Tires with low pressure have a shortened lifespan and increased chance of blowout. Wear and tear on the tires can sometimes be a sign of an unskilled operator. An extremely worn tire also indicates that the owner has neglected his or her equipment. We know, we've missed one. We can't include everything in one video, so stay tuned for upcoming videos with even more tips. Like what you see here? Visit freeconstructionmagazine.com to receive your free subscription to Equipment and Contracting magazine. Lastly, we want to thank the Steel Giant Marketplace for helping us with this video. Visit steelgiantmarket.com to buy and sell used equipment and materials.